I am IT specialist. And just want to discuss IT recruitment in this session. First of all, I just want to know any one of us is IT specialist here. Is anyone IT specialist among our friends here?
Not IT.
Yes, I've been a little bit in telecom and IT way. I think you're aware of. In telecom mainly.
Mm-hmm. My presentation is more or less focused for the layman type of introduction, not for the specialists. A specialist in IT recruitment. Rakesh, I think you know more about these things, but I will start from the today. IT section is widely demanded and is highly profiled section. IT works are widely demanded and booming profession in present time. You find everyone find near about themselves few people who is already working in IT sections. Just for introduction, IT business basically consists of only few type of workers. Only two part is here: production and sales. Sales we are not covering here. We need IT workers. IT workers are few type of workers: hardware specialists, software specialists. In this section, one profile is engineer manager and project manager. That two sections we will not touch so much. We will go for software engineers practically. Hardware is also demanded, but it is only 20%. 80% of demand of workers are software engineers. Next. About the hardware engineers, their responsibility to design and develop computer system and their physical components. Just I want to explain the things. Any computer developed and maintained by the hardware engineers. System programming is also their work, and they are also maintaining the hardwares of networking systems and all the things. Their work also involves the extensive testing and modification of initial designs. System programming, network maintenance are main function of system engineers. Next. Now to the basically IT section which we are going to take care. Software engineer, we need a lot. 80% of demand is for the software engineer. Software engineer is the engineer who program the things. There are lot too much jobs are there, but we will take care of few of them I am describing here. Front-end engineer, back-end engineers, full stack developers, UI UX designers, web app developers, data integration engineer, DevOps engineer, quality assurance engineer. Basically, Next, front-end developers they are also called as front-end engineers. A front-end developer is someone who creates website and web applications. The front-end developer must and a website and front-end, that is in the layman's language, they are the face. They are making any websites face pages which you are seeing, not how the page is working. The page how is working is the job of backend developers. For the IT recruitment, you must know what languages front-end developers need to know. The front-end developers must know at least HTML, CSS, JavaScript, also framework like React, Angular, etc. These are the basic language which they must know. Next, backend developers. As I say, backend developer is the background peoples. They a backend web developer is responsible for server side web application logic and integration of the work front end developers do. That is, I think, clear to all that what is in front of the web pages you are seeing, that is only the information, and the information inside how it works, that is the responsibility of backend developers. Backend developers basically must know JavaScript, Java, Ruby, C++, Python, PHP, etc. And anyway, any program should be in this time they are using basically React and Angular. So they must know either React or Angular in the back for these backend peoples. Next, full stack developer. Uh, this can be said in only one word: jack of all, master of none. Full stack can work for backend, for front end, for DevOps, for data engineer, all type of work they can do, but they are not the masters of these fields. A full, so that's why you can see here the language required from them: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, frameworks like Nodal, JavaScript, Express JavaScript, Django, Flash, C++, data management system. They also need to know MySQL, SQL Server, and PostgreSQL, MongoDB, and Oracle database. Well, and something version control and hosting platforms also. So this is the person that is good to say jack of all. He must be put in any work. Next, UI UX designer. That is a simple designer who can develop himself in computer field. User interface or user integration, user experience. These they are responsible for understanding what user want from their device and then designing it so they can find all of its features easily without any hassles. Just a simple example is this that when you are taking just a microwave, there is a chip, uh, and there are a lot of buttons, and the designer has to take these things in that way that you will understand in one vision. You just see and you understand what the button can do. Basic function of UI UX designer is this. And they are simple, ordinary designers who can develop themselves uh, into the UI UX designers, interface designers like that. Basic requirement from UI UX designer is prototyping, wireframing, user flow mockups. A huge part of product development process is envisioning what a product will look like, visual design and design software, user research and usability testing, information architecture, application development. These are the functions what UI UX designer must have to do. Next, web app developer. This is well understand that web app developer is a person who creates, develops, or designs web application. Web developer must know basic coding and programming skills. Web, preferably web apps developer know programming languages such as HTML5, CSS5, Angular, or React to write the web designs. Next, data integration engineer. This is one of the most valuable part of any programming because all the work all more or less depends upon the datas and proper way of getting the datas, proper way to introduce the data, proper way to fix the data. These are basic in work for them. Data integration engineer administer, test, and implement computer databases. Applying knowledge of database management system, coordinate changes to computer database, identify, investigate, and resolve database performance issues, database capacity, and database scalability. Uh, the languages required from the data engineer is a database platform like DB2, SQL, Server, Postgres. They must know Unix shell scripting, expertise working with large integration projects, and preferably 2-3 years of data warehousing experience. That is additional. Next, DevOps engineer. Basically, they are the backend peoples, and they helps the background of web programming. They create tickets. They A DevOps engineer introduces processes, tools, and methodologies to balance needs throughout the software development life cycle, from coding and development to maintenance and updates. DevOps people must know. You see, from Python to Ruby, they are more or less like, uh, except a few programs which front end requires. They need Python, Java, JavaScript, SQL, PHP, Perl, Ruby, Ruby on Rails, basic. Next, quality assurance engineer. Uh, uh, these peoples we call distractors. Their function to destroy your program. They are testing your program so that you can anyone can enter your program. Anyone can destroy your database, like that. Their function is to find the loopholes in your programs. They secure that in this section you have loophole that anyone can enter and destroy your program, and this bugs can enter in that. A quality assurance engineer monitors every phases of software development process, including design, development, testing, debugging, and deliveries. A QA engineer works in Java, C++, Python, or JavaScript. That's all. More or less enough for them. Next. Now, this is not so much required for our IT recruitment, but engineer manager, just for information, this is the one of the vital person in a IT business. You can see he maintains everything out of programming. He knows a lot of programs, and he makes the budgets. That is the most important part of IT business. He knows to create something, how much peoples are required, which type of peoples required, how many time it will take, and what must be the cost of this programming. This is the basic things which engineer manager is required. In a IT company, there must be an engineer manager who works as a thread in a necklace. He holds uh, all the works. He controls everything, every meetings, and and providing sometimes which is missing somewhere. You can read here if you want. Next. Next. Uh, Product manager, I don't think I have to explain about that. A product manager, is controlling programming side of a product. He knows about how to program, where to program, who will program, and these things are. Qualification is simple. He must just go back to manage engineer manager. Yeah, this thing, engineer manager doesn't need a special qualification. He must be, uh, for example, we are searching for engineer manager for IT section. That means he must be a IT people. He has to very few institutes gives master degree in engineer manager, and if he has this qualification, then he is good enough. Next. Qualification of product manager is a knowledge of the same field. He must be IT people, but it is not defined that he must know this language, that language. So he can be front end people, he can be back end people, but he must be capacity to maintain and manage the product. So these are the basic thing I think this end. And now for you to the questions. Uh,